Hi everybody! Today's video I wanted to compare some foiling options that are out there. I do have my mini Minc on the side warming up, so you'll hear that clicking in the background. These are the Heidi Swapp background papers, and it's just a whole bunch of different styles here, and these are, I believe, 6x6. Yeah, 6x6 in size. And you get, how many here? 12? I think it's 12. It might be 24. I think you get 2 of every design. And then it tells you here what the setting is on the machine. Now these, I have two packages in here. They come, and I just shoved all mine in here. So I have quite a few different designs. You can see that the paper is a little bit glossy. And you got polka dot stripes, words, triangles, music notes, stripes, and then these actually are pink with the black toner already on them. So that's the Heidi Swapp brand. And then at the most recent stamp show, I picked these two up. This one is the Gina K, and you get 10 sheets. These are 5.5 by 8.5, and there's 2 designs, and these were $6.99. And this is the damask design, so you get, it goes all the way across, so you can cut this to what size you need, but it's basically half sheet of paper, and it's that same kind of glossy paper. And then the other ones I have, and I wish I'd seen these before I bought the other ones, because this one's from Creative Vision Stamps, and look at all of the designs you get here. And this is a full sheet of paper, and this was $4.95, so a little bit less expensive than the Gina K ones, and you get a lot of patterns here, and it's that same glossy paper. I like the geometric designs on here, and that matches like a Tim Holtz stamp that I just picked up. And here's a cute damask here. Here's a zigzag here. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets with 4 designs, so you get 16 designs. So I guess it depends on what size you normally make your cards. I normally make A2 size cards, so these would work better. But I guess if you were going to go for a bigger card, and I think like a more elegant, like a wedding card, and you wanted something that was 5x7, these would work out. And then you also have the other option, which is to print out your own if you have a laser printer. I do have a laser printer. I bought one years ago from Staples on clearance, and I want to say I got it for $50, maybe $60. And I use that every day for my normal household printing. It's just a lot more cost effective, but you can print out foil designs. But anyway, let's get back to comparing these 3. And I'm just using plain old regular deco foil, Minc foil, which I believe is manufactured by the same company. It comes packaged the same way, but you can pretty much get this anywhere. This is Thermoweb. Well, this says American Crafts, so maybe not. And you can see these are frequently on sale at craft stores, Hobby Lobby, and things like that. Yeah, so this one's made by Thermoweb, and this one's made by American Crafts, but honestly, guys, I don't know any of the difference between them. And then I have my carrier sheets, so we're just going to cut these down. Alright, so now see the design on this, if I wanted to cut it down, the design would be this way, and I don't know that I would want that on a card front. So now I really don't want to cut this, but we're going to cut it anyway. I guess I'll make a sideways card. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this down to 5 3/3. Actually, we want it for a background, so I'm going to make it 5 1/4 by 4. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So this will be big enough for a mat, a background mat. All right, so that's the Gina K. And cut down. I really like this. I guess I have to cut that all the way through. There we go. Okay. That's the Creative Vision. I feel like this cardstock's a little thicker. Creative Vision cardstock is a little thicker than the Gina K. And then we'll just grab one of these. They're all stuck together. Kind of want to grab. All right, so I trimmed away. Got my 3 things out here, and all right, this is just a piece of teal Heidi Swapp Minc foil. Just gonna cut a piece of that down. And you usually get a couple sheets. I look, you want to be careful when you look at the rolls. See, this one says there's 5 in here. But sometimes when you buy them, this one says 4. Sometimes when you buy them, there's only 2 sheets in there. Now, they're pretty long. You can see they're pretty long here. And I may have cut this down. But sometimes there's only a couple sheets in there. So just be careful of that when you're at the store and you're buying them and you think you're getting a good value, because you may be paying $2 for 2 sheets versus, you know, $4 and you get 5 sheets. Now, if you wanted to cut this perfectly straight, you could put it in your paper trimmer and do that. I'm just going to slice them right here because we're just doing a demonstration. And then I have carrier sheets. Now, I bought these carrier sheets from Heidi Swapp's carrier sheets, and then I just cut them down. So these have been cut down to 6 by 6, just so they're a little more manageable. Because again, I have the mini Minc. If you have the full-size Minc, you wouldn't need to cut them down. Oops, I think I missed. Cut that too short there. Oh, just right. And then you want to lay it in your carrier sheet and make sure you rub out any kind of air bubbles, because you don't want any wrinkles in your foil. If there's any wrinkles in your foil, then it'll miss that spot on the transfer. And I'm just going to feed that into my machine. And I have it on the other side of my desk here, guys, because the desk is glass and I don't want it to overheat. We'll try it here for a little bit. You can also use a laminator. I did a video a little while back using my laminator. I do feel like the Minc gets hotter, I think because there are rollers on both sides, and you can adjust the heat on the Minc. That's why there's different settings on it. So if you don't feel like it's sticking, and it depends on how intricate your design is too. I mean, if you have a design that's real fine, you will not notice the foil coverage. If you have a design that's real heavy with toner, real thick in design, you're going to notice if it misses a spot with the foil. Okay. And you want to make sure that whole foil part is covered, because if it's not covered and there's any toner exposed, like right there in the corner there, that toner will transfer onto your carrier sheet, onto this plastic sheet. Ask me how I know. Alright, so I can feel there's something stuck in there. A little piece of embossing powder or something. Okay, so this is completely flat and all covered. Feed that one in. And that's the Creative Vision one. And piece of gold for this one. Perfect fit. Foiling really gives it a nice effect on your cards, even if it's just peeking through a little bit in your background. It really makes it look store-bought, like it's a professional look. I mean, we've all made cards where we've stamped them and colored them, and that little bit of foiling or glitter gives it that little extra bling. And it just, you know, who doesn't like a little bling in their cards? All right. All right, and this last one, a little sticky there. This is a 6x6 carrier sheet. I mean, a 12x6 carrier sheet. It's a little longer, and my paper is a little bigger, but that's okay because we can cut this down. You know what? I'm going to cut it down because I don't want to waste all that foil. And always save your scraps because you can reuse them. And a lot of people do digital stamps. Same thing. You can print your digi stamps with a toner printer, like a laser printer. And this will not work on an inkjet printer. Has to be a toner printer. And you can do the digi stamps and foil over your digi stamps. Just make sure you have your print setting on the blackest setting. You want as much toner as you can get on that paper for the foil to stick to it. And that's the design. I mean, if you have less toner, you print it like at draft quality, then it's going to give you a more distressed look if you like that. And then that means that you're not going to have as much of a foiled image. So we're waiting that to go through. We're going to expose. And these I only put through once. I didn't put them through a second time. If you had a more detailed image, you could put it through a second time. But that came out beautifully. That's the Gina K. There is not a missed spot of foil on there. So pretty. See that? Now the other thing you can do, in fact, I think I can show you. Aha, here we go. Alright, if you have a copy machine, or again, a laser printer, you can print out plain black sheets. So these I printed off of my laser copy machine. And we can do double foiling on this. So let me show you what I mean. I'm just going to cut this down here. Alright, so this foil is what I pulled off of this first pass. So you can see that there's leftover foil on there. I'm going to take this foil and put it on this black toner sheet. And anywhere that it is black, the foil will transfer. So I'm going to run that through the machine while we expose some of the other ones here. And this is the Creative Vision design here. Same thing, Beautiful design, not a missed spot on the foil there. Gorgeous. Okay, and then the last one is the Heidi Swapp design. Same thing, and this one's kind of cute because it's pink and I put that gold foil on there. And then, like I said, you keep this negative foil and you can reuse this on a toner sheet. And we'll run this one through too, and I'll show you what you guys can do with this. So you can actually get, it's like having 2 prints for the price of 1. Now I am going to double foil this. So this was the negative taken off of here. Look at that. That has now transferred, and you can use it like this. You can see that the negative is transferred on there beautifully because this was a really black sheet, and now this is empty. I mean, this is now garbage. And that was just printed on a piece of cardstock that I ran through a laser copier. Just nothing on it. I think I printed that off my laser printer, actually. I think I put a big black square and then just printed it. And then here's the other one. Now, you can use this as is, or you can double foil it. What do I mean by double foiling it? Take another piece of gold here. Anywhere there is black left, oh, I got extra sheets here, that you run through the machine is now going to get covered. Now you can see I didn't flatten it out so well here, so there are little bubbles. Okay. Voila! Double foiling. So we ran the Gina K design through once, saved the foil, ran the negative foil through on black toner printed, laser printed paper, and then it came out with the teal and black, put the gold foil over it, and now you have the gold covering the black. And there is a bubble there. Like I said, I didn't have the gold down there completely flat, but this looks gorgeous. You have a 2-tone foiling effect now. So there you go, guys. There's foiling with foil sheets, foil mates, foilables, your laser printer. They all came out gorgeous. If you want to purchase these, you can purchase these from Gina K and Creative Vision Stamps and Heidi Swapp. The Heidi Swapp ones I picked up at a local big box store. I want to say AC Moore. And then you can also print them out yourself. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate everyone subscribing. Keep on stamping.